previous video, I made a paper towel holder for this made out of wood. This roll of paper towel is roughly 8 inches in diameter and 8 inches tall. I'm going to do a simple version for you, and this version is just going to use plumber PVC piping and fittings that you can find at your local big box home improvement centers or local hardware store. For this project, the only tools you're going to need is a hacksaw, again your PVC pipe and your PVC fittings, 2 sheet metal screws, and a 10-inch hacksaw blade. You might want to pause the video at this point to capture the bill of materials for your reference. This assembly is going to be joined together using PVC glue and, in some cases, no glue, just friction fittings. All of my PVC fittings are 1/2 inch with the exception of 2 3/4 inch wide fittings. And here I'm putting a little piece of PVC strip inside the 3/4 inch run of the T just as a filler, because this slides over a 1/2 inch pipe. Later on in the video you'll see why I did this, but I tried to use the PVC glue. It didn't hold, so I ended up using CA glue with an accelerator in its place. The cutter slides up and down as the paper is used, so as your roll becomes smaller, the slider just drops down and you're still allowed to cut your paper. This is part of the disassembly. After I put everything together as a dry fit, I'm just going back in and breaking everything down so that I can generate a bill of materials, and then I'll come back in and glue my joints as needed, avoiding the 2 locations where I specifically said they should not be glued, and finish it with a finish coat of paint over everything. As you can see here, it takes a little bit of effort. I need the wire pliers to break those joints, so it's up to you whether you want to use the glue or not glue. Since this pipe is not going to hold any pressure, I'm not going to go through the steps of using a cleaning agent, a PVC cleaning agent, and then the glue. I'm just going to use a tab of PVC glue to hold it. Should be sufficient. I want to make a very critical point right here. That T, those 2 T's that are at the bottom of the base, they are not glued to the adjoining pipes. Everything else is glued, but those T's are not glued to the base so that they can swivel outward and inward to accept and remove the paper towel spool. So again, do not glue that T at the bottom, at the base, on the left side and the right side. With a slight modification, you can change this holder from a countertop holder to a wall mount if you need to save on space.